I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the victims who have been too afraid to come forward because the diddler has been running around with impunity. It's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. I am Jab, so let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. JayZ should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him off of Justin Bieber alone. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy. I know that. You and JayZ down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. That might help a lot. Kathy Coriana White, JayZ's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce.
Now,
Was it
Jack.
an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk. They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Blink twice. Oh, this about to get fun for me. Have you ever seen what happens to a rat when it's trapped in a heated environment? Claw eat its way through anything. So I want y'all to imagine this. I got JayZ on his back with his stomach exposed. Diddy is the rat that I'm using, and I'm gonna take a metal trash can and put it right on JayZ's stomach with Diddy right in there. And I'm gonna heat that bitch up and see what he eat through. Fuck you, Sean. Both of y'all. I got you, bitch. I told you. Sean P. Combs, he's a bad guy. Yeah. Can't wait to see it. Jennifer Lopez, when she's finally held accountable for the part she played in the harm that was put on Natanya Rubin's life. She committed perjury, and the attorney that was representing the defense side of that suborned perjury. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitation on perjury. We can start there. Let's bring Jenny to the cell block. She's been to every other block. If it was good enough to be content on Law and Order for what? The 12th season, episode 9, the one episode, Three Dog Night, that they have done a public statement saying they will never air on television again. Matter of fact, they went and they edited it out in the box set. They replaced it with an episode that's now gray. And the part of Jennifer Lopez was played by Kerry Washington. Idris Elba played the role of Diddy. You gotta look hard. It took me and Odell forever to get it, and we have to track down one of the original box sets. And guess what happened in the end of that episode when they finally tracked down the starlet who they were hiding from everyone so she never had to testify. The male rapper took the charge, so the case was closed, and that's when she finally admitted it, that it was her that did the pow-powing, and they just let it ride. Isn't that funny? How similar does that sound to what really happened with J-Lo, Shine, and Diddy? And you want to know what's funny? Ice-T knows a lot of people from that time, and he used to frequent at that club. He would have known all of the real details of everything that happened that night. And rather than someone forcing it back into the law's hand, it became an episode for Law and Order SVU. A lot of money was made off of that. Natanya Rubin has not begun to see reparations for what happened to her life. How did NBC get to profit off of it? See what I'm saying? If it was good enough to be a television episode, it should be good enough to be reopened for charges. Because clearly there were other people that knew the truth of that story. They have to, because that's the beginning of everything that's leading up to the tragedies that are about to happen now. We have to go back to the beginning. Everybody knows at this point in time, Keefe D ain't do it. He's already made it very clear he had a profit deal, which means he's been working with the government all this time. When are people going to start asking how long Diddy Diddy and JayZ have been cooperating with the government as well. Everybody was cooperating with the feds but them. Doesn't make any sense. What I do know, though, is that everyone is starting to notice things that they didn't notice 15, 20 years ago. Suge isn't looking like the monster that everyone painted him out to be. And Diddy sure ain't no choir boy. The more we start to uncover things, we're starting to realize that we've whatever we've been led to believe, it's actually the exact opposite. Like I told you, you guys got to talk to that girl, Love Jones, and talk about her times last summer on a Sprinter van, and where she was put in the van given a drink of DeLeon. She said it didn't feel like an alcohol high. It felt different. She felt tingled all over almost instantly. Y'all need to talk to her because she was partying with, I believe, Justin and Christian Combs. This was last summer. It's bittersweet. I'm just praying that they will keep him in because I think that will give a lot of victims the courage to say and speak and come forward. But until they're good for it, I'm gonna keep doing it. The JayZ victims are gonna be worse. They're worse because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does.
Do you think JayZ is scared right now?
Oh, he's terrified. He's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. But the only confidence he's worried about keeping secure are those white boys that he worked for. That's his only loyalty. Not even to his wife is he loyal. He doesn't own up to anything, ever. Gaslight you right in your face. Do it smooth. He's a sociopath. He doesn't have any real feelings or emotions. Everything is transactional. I think the only time he's really comfortable and happy in his own skin is when he's laying in the warm embrace of a man.
What? Jack, come on. Jack,
What?
come on, man. You can't paint those kind
What?
of pictures into people's heads, man.
Why it got painted in the mind with the videotape that I saw of him looking very happy in the embrace of a man. I didn't want to believe it. Then it all made sense, you know. He told me he was going to end my career and make sure no one in the world ever knew I existed. And I told him it was a pretty big world. And we'll see, Sean.